1882, Henry Gibson wrote a masterpiece, The Enemy of the People. A doctor finds out that the water of the thermal baths, the core business of town, actually is polluted. He requests the mayor of the town, which is his brother, to fix a problem. The intervention is requiring roughly 2 years and might jeopardize the political career of the mayor. The entire city loved Dr. Stockmann, loved his assistance he made to turn the city famous and rich for the healthy baths. He designed these baths, he stood up for their development, but all of a sudden he turns out to be the enemy of the people. His truth about a necessary, ethical-driven investment in the water system is unacceptable. Actually, his image is cracked, he's not allowed to go to the press. My question is, in how many cases have we witnessed this kind of drama when a morally motivated individual is rejected even by the society he's trying to help? Albeit the size and impact, a local system represents a universal set of values and all these trends that one can read when handling a global problem. To my point of view, the enemy of the people, and I'm using this as a kickoff point, mainly just shows us the clash between democracy in the spirit of the free market economy and the morality. We have a gap. This gap is due to the fact that in democracy, all are invited to participate, but the real participation reflects the level of ownership that we as individuals share on the common stock of assets of this local system. It mirrors the impact each and every of us is producing, and absolutely, those who contribute more, control more. In an economy-driven environment, this discrepancy makes actually the rule. In reading the models of this local system, I basically would roughly define them as politically styled and enterprise styled. Whatever the system in itself is governed, the goal is to add value to the network members through production and synergy of policies, of opportunities, and to development. Actually, our societies no longer live in ideologically divided realities. Our politics may still, suffer it, but yet the town where we belong, the place we live in, is a political city. Is there a market for ideology anymore? We need to move, in fact, the driver of our societies from political debate into political product, with a benchmarking system based on services. There, we can also fill the gap that differentiates our societies and which is based on culture. I need to reiterate that culture is the everlasting environment we can never destroy, according to our new vision on sustainable development. Actually, in these systems, PR people on daily basis translate policies into action, and once every 3-4 years, they translate results and actions that were envisaged into policies. PR people in this case, basically lead and articulate these trends. Either have the public adapt to existing trends, and mainly these are imported. Second, revive the traditional values by initially measuring the impact, what it costs to the society to stick to the traditional values. And third, which is the most difficult and challenging trend, is build ad hoc systems of values, actually integrating the positive traditional ones with the positively digested imports of culture through designing a new identity. Actually, I would stop at this point exactly to figure out, is there a chance our local systems can have cooperation well as their identity? Defining everything as economically driven process is quite cynical, and you can't explain through that why a person goes to the stadium, pays good money, invests time, passion, voice, support, just to support a preferred soccer team. Is this citizen identified with the soccer team, and at the same time he's yelling citizenship in the stadium while supporting, Rome, Milan, Turin, whatever? This fan might despise the way how his city is governed. He might even hate the local government of his city, but yet, emotionally speaking, he's a member of a broader community. He needs to feel proud. There he is. He's borrowing pride and basically paying the proper price. He needs to identify himself with a success story. And my first conclusion in this point is that the perception of ownership at an individual basis is built upon an emotional driven relation, turning local identity into ownership on the local system. This ownership can be multiplied in feeling and essence with intertwined, with other forms of control. Estonian local government, by instance, is inviting citizens to vote with an SMS in favor or against decisions being made, okay, and which are subject to voting. Okay. So basically, the Estonians feel they can control the system, express their will. In fact, they never know the will of the majority, let's be fair. But they feel represented. They gain the peace of mind that the system is maintained under control, and there is social peace out there. Actually, building this kind of identity, I'm posing a second question. Can their developed be turned into identity? Well, in Albania, I'm bringing you a fresh thing. In Albania, a few years ago, we introduced a project to the Albanian government and also Montenegrin government. And the idea was to design a complementary approach of development for the bordering area between the two countries. You know, that the bordering area, since being protected by army, and keeping kind of, control, okay, actually it was the only place, okay, and on this shore, which did not suffer illegal constructions. So, actually, we had a plain, open, maiden place, okay, to design, and we invited governments not just to design a complementary development project with the Montenegrin government, but also to exchange investors, so to have Montenegrin investors interested for the sustainable development in Albania, and the way around. By transferring interests, you can transfer ownership and you can build a ground for sustainable local systems. I'd love to tackle on the dimension of local systems, and I'll stop here. Okay. Amanda said yesterday, local systems are an area defined by cultural dialogue. As Tony was saying, that local systems are a network of stakeholders that already enjoy a tangible level of relationships. Are you challenged, and this is also a point of discussion, can local systems be seen as an open structure? Okay. Governed by the will for cooperation in a balanced network of value where members legitimize in a process the party nominated to govern the network of relations. And there we might also identify how this can happen, how these open systems are somehow run. PPPs are the answer. I might speak on that a bit later. Thanks.
Okay.